Right now, in your home, there are objects quietly draining your life force, inviting chaos, blocking blessings, and attracting energy you would never consciously welcome. You arranged your space for comfort, for beauty, perhaps for function. But what if I told you that certain items sitting innocently on your shelves, hanging on your walls, or tucked in your closets are acting as energetic magnets for misfortune? What if the very environment you've created to protect you is actually working against you? Most people never consider this. They choose furniture, display keepsakes, organize rooms, all while completely unaware that objects aren't energetically neutral. Ancient feng shui masters understood this deeply. Buddhist practitioners have taught this for millennia. Every single thing in your space carries a vibration, a frequency that either elevates your spirit or quietly diminishes it. And right now, you might be living surrounded by items that are sabotaging your peace, your prosperity, your very life force. Have you felt inexplicably tired in certain rooms of your home? Do you notice that despite your best efforts, obstacles keep appearing in your path? Have opportunities fallen through at the last moment, or do relationships feel strained without clear reason? Your environment itself might be the answer you've been searching for. Before we begin, I want you to do something powerful. Comment below right now. My space is sacred if you're ready to clear what no longer serves your highest good. This declaration is your first step toward energetic protection. Say it, claim it, and let's continue together. Here's what you need to understand. In Buddhist philosophy, there's a fundamental principle that the external world mirrors your internal state. This isn't metaphor, it's energetic reality. When your space is filled with cluttered, broken, or negative objects, they create corresponding disturbance in your mind and spirit. You can meditate, practice gratitude, set intentions all day long, but if your environment broadcasts chaos, you're fighting an uphill battle you cannot win. Feng Shui teaches us that qi, your life force energy, flows through your home exactly like water flows through a river. When that river encounters obstacles, it becomes stagnant. When it meets sharp edges, it becomes turbulent and aggressive. When it finds decay, it absorbs that declining frequency. Broken items, dead plants, objects from painful relationships, these aren't just clutter, they're energetic dams blocking the flow of health, wealth, and harmonious relationships into your life. And here's what makes this even more powerful to understand. Everything holds memory. This is the principle of energetic imprint. Objects absorb the energy of their history, their previous owners, their symbolic meaning. They hold these vibrations and continuously broadcast them into your space like a radio signal you cannot turn off. That gift from someone who hurt you, it's still carrying their energy, maintaining an invisible cord between you and that pain. That broken mirror you keep meaning to replace. It's fragmenting your own reflection, scattering your personal power every single day. This isn't superstition. This is conscious curation of your energetic field. This is taking responsibility for the frequencies you allow into the sanctuary of your life. Let's walk through your home together with spiritual eyes open. I'm going to reveal 10 specific items that must be removed or transformed immediately. Each one is a doorway you've accidentally left open to forces that diminish your light, block your blessings, and invite exactly the kind of energy you would never consciously welcome. Some of these will surprise you. Others you'll recognize instantly. You've felt their drain without understanding why. By the end of this teaching, you'll know exactly what to release, how to clear it properly, and how to protect your space moving forward. Your home is about to become what it was always meant to be, a sanctuary of power, peace, and unlimited potential. The first item that must leave your home immediately is anything broken or cracked. I'm talking about chipped dishes you keep using, cracked picture frames you haven't replaced, broken mirrors, torn furniture, anything damaged that you've been holding onto. You might think these are just imperfect objects, but energetically, they're broadcasting something far more destructive. They symbolize fragmentation. They represent incompleteness. Every time you look at that chipped mug or walk past that cracked frame, your subconscious absorbs the message. Broken is acceptable here. And here's what happens in your life. You start projects but can't seem to finish them. Relationships feel fractured, like something's always slightly wrong but you can't identify what. Opportunities come close to completion and then fall apart at the last moment, leaving you confused and frustrated. The universe is simply responding to your environment's message. If your space says nothing whole can exist here, then wholeness cannot enter your life. This is feng shui at its most fundamental. Your external reality shapes your internal experience and attracts matching energy. The solution is immediate and non-negotiable. Remove or repair these items now. Give yourself 7 days maximum. If you can't repair something within a week, release it with gratitude for what it provided and let it go. Replace broken items with whole, functional alternatives. Or, here's something powerful. Embrace intentional empty space. That bare shelf is broadcasting openness and possibility, which is infinitely better than displaying brokenness. The second item stealing your vitality is dead or dying plants. Look around your home right now. Do you have wilted flowers you've been meaning to throw away? Brown leaves on plants you keep forgetting to water? Dried flower arrangements that have been sitting there for years? These aren't just neglected decor, they represent decay. They literally display death energy in your living space, in the place where you're supposed to be thriving and growing. Your own vitality will begin to mirror those plants. Your energy drops for no clear reason. Health issues start emerging. Projects you were excited about begin to wither before they reach completion, and the universe reads this signal clearly. You accept decline. When death energy is on display in your home, you're telling the cosmos that fading away is your norm. Remove all dead plant matter immediately. Not tomorrow, not this weekend, today. If you have living plants, care for them properly or choose varieties that match your lifestyle. Succulents and snake plants require minimal attention. Fresh flowers are incredibly powerful for raising vibration, but you must release them when they begin to fade. That's part of honoring the cycle. If you love dried arrangements, make them intentional. Bless them when you bring them in, place them consciously, and replace them seasonally. They should never feel forgotten or stagnant. The third energy blocker in your home is stopped clocks. Clocks with dead batteries that show the wrong time. Broken watches you keep in drawers. Timepieces that no longer function but you've kept for sentimental reasons. These objects freeze time energy. They create energetic stagnation that makes you feel perpetually stuck, like you're trying to move through honey. Life feels on hold. You can't move forward with your plans, even though you're taking action. Opportunities get delayed again and again. You find yourself trapped in past patterns, repeating the same situations, having the same conversations, facing the same obstacles year after year. Stopped time creates stopped progress. It's that direct. Fix or remove every non-functioning timepiece in your home. If you're keeping something for sentimental value, maybe it was your grandmother's clock, remove the mechanism entirely so it's clearly a decorative piece, not a broken promise of function. And this is crucial. Never display stopped clocks in your bedroom or office, the spaces where you're specifically seeking growth, rest, and forward momentum. These first 3 items block forward movement in distinct but related ways. They tell the universe you accept incompletion, decline, and stagnation. But the next group we're about to explore does something even more insidious. They actively invite distortion and negativity into your energetic field. The 4th item that must leave your space is cracked or damaged mirrors. Not just broken mirrors from the first category, but mirrors with any cracks, chips, or distortions in the glass. In feng shui, mirrors hold profound power because they reflect and amplify energy. A clear mirror doubles the light, doubles the beauty, doubles the positive qi flowing through your space. But a damaged mirror does something far more destructive. It fragments your reflection, literally and spiritually. When you look into a cracked mirror, even unconsciously, your image is split. Your energy scatters, and this creates deep confusion about your identity. You develop a fractured self-image where you can't quite see yourself clearly. You second-guess your decisions constantly because your internal vision is distorted. You feel internally divided, like different parts of you want different things, and you can't unify them. And here's what others experience. You project scattered energy that confuses them too. They can't quite read you, can't understand your intentions, feel uncertain around you. Replace damaged mirrors immediately. Never keep them temporarily while you shop for a new one. Cover them or remove them entirely until you have a clear replacement. And this applies to every mirror in your home. Make sure they're all clean, clear and whole. Place mirrors intentionally to reflect light and beauty, sunlight streaming through windows, fresh flowers, artwork that uplifts you. Never position mirrors directly facing your bed, as this disrupts rest, and never let them reflect clutter or chaos. Your mirrors should double your blessings, not your burdens. The 5th energy vampire in your home is gifts from negative relationships. These are items from toxic friendships, failed romantic relationships, or people who harmed you, especially unused gifts that have been collecting dust in closets or on shelves. Maybe it's jewelry from an ex who betrayed you, books from a friend who turned cruel, decorative items from family members who damaged you. You kept them out of guilt, or because they were expensive, or because throwing them away felt wrong somehow. But here's the truth about energetic cords. These objects carry the donor's energy. They maintain an invisible connection between you and that person, keeping you tied to old wounds you're trying to heal. You wonder why you can't fully move on from certain relationships, why similar patterns keep repeating in your life, why thinking about past hurts still drains you years later. That gift literally keeps their influence alive in your space, broadcasting their frequency into your field every single day. Release these items without guilt. Donate them, sell them, or discard them, whatever feels cleanest to you. If something is truly valuable and you want to keep it, you must perform a thorough clearing ritual. Hold the item in direct sunlight. Visualize cutting the energetic cords, connecting you to the original giver. Bless it with sage smoke or salt water. Speak your intention aloud. I honor your memory and reclaim this object for joy in my present life. Then place it consciously somewhere meaningful. But if any discomfort remains after this process, release it anyway. No object is worth your energetic freedom. The 6th item creating chaos in your home is excessive sharp objects on display. Collections of knives mounted on kitchen walls. decorative swords hanging in living rooms, aggressive artwork featuring blades or pointed weapons, scissors left open on counters, any sharp objects prominently displayed throughout your space. These create what feng shui calls cutting chai, aggressive, hostile energy that literally slices through peace and harmony. The consequences show up clearly. Arguments increase between family members or roommates. Relationships start feeling combative, like everyone's on edge. Accidents and minor injuries happen more frequently. You notice aggressive thoughts emerging more often. Even your neighbors or co-workers seem to become more hostile towards you. Sharp energy begets sharp experiences. It's a direct energetic law. Store knives and scissors properly, closed in drawers with edges facing downward. If you're displaying decorative blades for legitimate cultural or historical reasons, place them mindfully. Never aim them towards seating areas, beds, or entryways where people gather or rest. Balance any sharp objects you must keep visible with soft, rounded items, pillows, pottery, smooth stones, and limit yourself to truly meaningful pieces, not entire arsenals of aggressive energy. The items we've covered so far drain your energy and distort your field. But these next four do something even more insidious. They actively program your subconscious mind with limiting emotional patterns that keep you trapped in cycles you desperately want to break. The seventh item programming limitation into your life is artwork showing loneliness or sadness. Look at the images on your walls right now. Do you have paintings of solitary figures standing alone? Photographs of crying faces or grieving people? Desolate landscapes with no signs of life? Images depicting separation, loss, or isolation? Your subconscious mind absorbs these emotional frequencies continuously every single time you walk past them, and slowly, subtly, they program loneliness as your reality. The consequences appear gradually but persistently. You feel isolated even when surrounded by others. Forming genuine connections becomes increasingly difficult. Your emotional baseline shifts toward melancholy, and you start accepting sadness as your natural state. And here's the part most people miss. You begin attracting similar energy in your relationships and opportunities. The universe delivers what your environment broadcasts, and sad imagery broadcasts a clear message. This is what I expect. This is what I accept. Replace these images immediately with artwork that reflects joy, connection, abundance, and vibrant life. If you're seeking romantic partnership, choose art showing pairs or loving community. If you're building prosperity, select lush landscapes bursting with growth and color. Fill your walls with uplifting imagery and warm, energizing colors. Your walls should reflect the life you're actively creating, not the pain you're trying to release. The eighth energy blocker is cluttered entrances. Walk to your front door right now in your mind. Is it blocked by piles of shoes, coats hanging everywhere, packages stacked up waiting to be dealt with, mail covering every surface? Any entrance choked with objects creates a critical problem because in feng shui, your entryway is called the mouth of qi. This is where opportunity enters, where abundance flows in, where blessings arrive, and if that entrance is blocked, nothing can get through. Watch what happens in your life. Opportunities dry up for no clear reason. Unexpected money that should arrive somehow doesn't. Helpful people who used to appear when you needed them simply disappear. You feel stuck with absolutely no way forward, like doors keep closing in your face. And the painful truth is that the universe is trying to deliver your blessings, but it literally cannot get through your door. Clear a 3-foot radius around every entrance to your home, inside and outside. Create genuine flow. Add good lighting so energy can see where it's going. Place a welcoming mat that invites abundance. Put a healthy, thriving plant beside your door as a symbol of life, welcoming more life. Your entry should feel spacious, open, inviting. Use minimal storage solutions that keep things organized but not crowded, and clean this area weekly without exception. It's your energetic reception point for everything you're calling into your life. The 9th item sabotaging your well-being is an unmade bed and bedroom chaos. Clothes piled on chairs, cluttered nightstands overflowing with random objects, exercise equipment shoved in corners, disorganized closets with doors that won't close. Your bedroom governs 3 essential aspects of life: rest, relationships, and personal restoration. Chaos in this sacred space disrupts all 3 simultaneously, creating restless, agitated energy in the one place you desperately need peace. Poor sleep quality becomes your norm. You wake up tired, no matter how many hours you spent in bed. If you're in a relationship, discord increases and intimacy decreases. If you're seeking partnership, romantic opportunities get blocked before they even begin. Your subconscious mind cannot rest in disorder. It remains vigilant, scanning for threats, unable to drop into the deep restoration your body and spirit require. Make your bed daily. This single act sets a powerful intention for order and self-respect that ripples through your entire day. Clear the surfaces beside your bed completely. Energy needs to flow freely around you while you sleep. Remove all work-related items, exercise equipment, and clutter from your bedroom. Keep this space absolutely sacred with soft lighting, calming colors, and minimal furniture. The area under your bed should be completely empty or contain only soft items like extra linens. Nothing sharp, nothing chaotic, nothing that doesn't serve rest. The 10th and final item carrying dangerous energy is objects from deceased people that you're keeping without true intention. These are items inherited out of obligation rather than love, especially from complicated relationships with family members who've passed. Also, items from estate sales or antique stores with completely unknown histories. These objects carry unresolved energy, sometimes grief, sometimes confusion, sometimes much heavier frequencies that you don't want anywhere near your field. Unexplained sadness appears in your life. You feel haunted by the past in ways you can't articulate. Dreams of deceased relatives disturb your sleep. You notice energy drops specifically in rooms where these items are kept, and you find yourself unable to create your own life separate from your ancestry, like invisible hands are pulling you backward into old family patterns you're trying desperately to break. Keep only items that bring you genuine joy and honor your beloved dead in ways that feel truly good. Everything else must be released with ritual. For items you decide to keep, cleanse them thoroughly using salt water, direct sunlight, and sage smoke. Speak your intention aloud clearly. I honor your memory and reclaim this object for joy in my present life. Then place it somewhere meaningful and conscious. For antiques with unknown histories, always perform this cleansing before bringing them into your home, and trust your discomfort. If an item feels wrong, it is wrong. Release it immediately. You now see what's been hidden in plain sight. These items were innocent until you understood their energetic impact. Now comes the sacred work of clearing, and you're completely ready. Now that you understand what's been blocking your blessings, let's talk about what comes next. Your home is not just shelter, it's the container for your life force, the foundation of every endeavor you pursue, the energetic soil where your dreams take root and either flourish or wither. What you allow to remain in this sacred space speaks directly to the universe about what you accept, what you believe you deserve, what you're actively inviting into your experience. You've been given knowledge that most people never receive. Now it's time to act. Here's your space-clearing ritual for this week. Walk through each room of your home with a notepad and list every item from today's teaching that you find. Be honest and thorough, then remove them room by room over the next 7 days. Don't rush through this process, but absolutely do not delay beyond 7 days. Speed without consciousness won't serve you, but neither will procrastination disguised as caution. As you remove each item, speak this intention aloud. I release what no longer serves. I welcome energy aligned with my highest good. Your words carry power. They transform a simple cleaning task into a sacred ritual of reclaiming your energetic sovereignty. Once you've cleared everything, open every window in your home, even if just for a few minutes. Let fresh air flow through, carrying out stagnant energy. Burn sage or palo santo, moving through each room with intention. Place a small bowl of salt in each corner of your home overnight, then dispose of it the next day by pouring it down the drain or burying it outside. Salt absorbs negative energy, and you're releasing it from your space completely. Finish by standing at your front door. Face outward first, thanking anything harmful for leaving. Then turn inward and consciously invite fresh blessings to enter. Speak it aloud if you can. Blessings, abundance, peace, and protection. You are welcome here now. Beyond this initial clearing, establish 2 simple daily practices that will maintain your energetic protection. Every morning, make your bed immediately upon waking. This single act sets a powerful intention for order and self-respect that ripples through your entire day. Every evening before sleep, clear one surface completely. A kitchen counter, your desk, a nightstand, just one surface. This maintains flow and prevents energy from becoming stagnant again. And here's your mantra for ongoing energetic protection. My space is sacred, my energy protected, only love and light dwell here. Speak this while you're cleaning, when you enter your home after being away, or any time you feel energetically disturbed. Let these words become your shield and your declaration. Before you go, I want to hear from you. Which item are you removing first? Comment the number below. Let's support each other in this clearing. Your commitment doesn't just transform your own space, it creates permission and inspiration for others to reclaim their sacred environment too. We're doing this together, and your action matters. If this teaching resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. The people in your life who feel stuck, drained, or blocked, they need this knowledge. And make sure you're subscribed, because we'll continue exploring how to protect and elevate your energy in ways that create real, lasting transformation. You are the guardian of your energetic environment. What you remove creates space for miracles. What you protect allows peace to flourish. Your home, cleared and blessed, becomes the sanctuary from which your greatest life emerges. Walk through your door today knowing this truth. You dwell in sacred space now. Right now, in your home, there are objects quietly draining your life force, inviting chaos, blocking blessings, and attracting energy you would never consciously welcome. You arranged your space for comfort, for beauty, perhaps for function. But what if I told you that certain items sitting innocently on your shelves, hanging on your walls, or tucked in your closets are acting as energetic magnets for misfortune? What if the very environment you've created to protect you is actually working against you?